Good morning and welcome to My Left Ear. This is the weekly runes reading on Monday. So the weekly runes will go from today, October 23rd, to October 30th, the end of the month. It happens fast, doesn't it? My Left Ear is, if you're new, it's a left-leaning YouTube channel where I support democratic politics and independence, so welcome. And when I'm not here, I'm a change agent. I see people privately for personal change, psychic coaching, hypnotherapy, which I've been doing for 20 years. And I'm a change agent. Ultimately, I help people change in a good way, transform in a good way. I also have a Patreon channel that I shake up all the subject matter. Sometimes it's super personal, sometimes it's teaching, and I think it's always good and entertaining. Patreon.com/Carrie Freeman, and it is $8 a month to hear me speak and $4 a month to just support me, and you can quit anytime. Okay, so now we're going to get on to the weekly runes, which are really cool today, friends. Stay, don't go. So the first rune, and today I said, what's the overall weekly runes for this week? So I just tried to make it more inclusive. So much to my surprise, because it's extremely positive, I got the rune of movement. Movement is like a giant M. I forgot to pull the runes. I'm sorry, but it's like a giant M. If I stopped to find them, it would waste your time. Okay, movement. And I'll wind it up for you. I'm just going to share right now. Movement equals progress. It is akin to the horse. So it's directly connected to the horse. And the importance of the horse on man's culture, this is a rune of transit, okay? Movement, physical shifts, new dwelling places, new attitudes, or new life. Let me see if I can do this way. Get your stuff together and get moving on that project before you miss the opportunity. I think we're looking at the House of Representatives here to some degree. Get moving on that project, GOP, okay? Before you miss the opportunity. Accept the path, even if the stairs seem steep. You will accomplish them. With movement, there is a gradual development, okay? And steady progress through numerous shifts, okay? Also, it can indicate that a relationship may need to undergo a change as well. Now, when I say that, I actually just go global in my head. That's what happened. I went global. It's not just relationship maybe between the GOP and the Democrats. It's larger. There could be a slight shift with President Joe Biden and Bibi of Israel. I'm not saying there will be, but I'm saying that's an example. So we'll keep an eye on these shifts. And maybe in your own life, there will be some shifts in decisions, friendships, relationships, etc. But movement says, as I cultivate my own nature, all else follows. So be true to yourselves this week. And you know what? The Democratic portion of the United States is being true to themselves and to democracy. So movement is also saying that you have progressed far enough to feel a measure of safety. Okay, that's good. Face the future and be prepared, reassured to share good fortune. Now, here's the cool part that was very exciting when I started this video a few minutes ago. I got it twice. I got movement 2 times in a row. And man, I shake this bag, I rumble this bag. My hand goes through all kinds of until one just sticks. I got movement twice. So let that sink in. And I think what I'll do is I'll post movement on my community section so you can actually review it and read it. So I will do that. I'm going to make a note to myself right now to post it so I don't forget. And then you can read it. But we got it twice, guys. So take that into consideration. Now, the third rune is the rune of separation reversed. Okay, reversed. And it cautions us. Oh, there's Petey. Petey, everybody loves it when you join. Let me just see if I can get him. Yeah, make yourself comfortable, sweetie. Oh, I think I have to turn this so you can see him. There's Pete. Okay, you won't see me so much, but I know you like to see Pete. Separation reverse. So this is not the time to be bound by old conditioning or old authority. So this is maybe part of the movement that we're moving into something. Consider not only what will benefit you, but will benefit others according to the light you possess. When I'm thinking about politics, I really feel that the Democrats are always considering what benefits you and I and the United States. So total honesty is required, and we may be called upon to undertake a radical departure from old ways. Stop. That feels like a big decision may be made this week, but not scary, but something that maybe Joe Biden will make a decision on, or the courts. It could even be, when we say a radical departure from old ways, I got to tell you what just popped into my head. What just popped into my head was Donald Trump going to prison for defying his gag orders. Now, I didn't do a special reading on that, but that's what came to my mind. So, through negligence or refusal to see clearly, you may cause pain to others and damage yourself. So we just have to be very vigilant and all about do the right thing. Do the right thing. So it says adaptability and skillful means are the methods to cultivate at this time. And we must wait for the universe to act. That's sort of a constant message, isn't it? We have to wait for the universe to act. So there is this movement, but it's telling us be patient, adaptability, and it will morph. This movement will morph into a new form. This movement twice, and I didn't throw runes on this. I might tomorrow. It really kind of indicates to me that the GOP is going to get their act together this week because they have to, right? Because they have to. But that's what comes to my mind. So let's see. Then I did a clarifier, which is very good. It was journey, which kind of goes along with movement. So it's this was kind of a cascade of just things flowing this morning, which makes me think this is an interesting week. So journey is about communication, union, and reunion, which means the house may start working again. So it's called a raido. That's what that rune is called, R-A-I-D-O, journey, is concerned with communication. With the attunement of something that has two sides. Guess what has two sides? The house. Two elements with the ultimate union that comes at the end of a journey. That also leads me to believe GOP are going to get it together this week. It may not be someone we like or approve of, but that's part of the movement. That's what my left ear believes, okay? It does speak of the ending of a journey, which I believe is the ending of the gridlock. Right now, you are not intended to rely entirely on your own power. Ask through meditation. Use meditation to focus. And address your witness self and the teacher within. Keep removing resistance and obstacles. Resistance, keep removing. That's actually always a good message. So journey can indicate a period of aloneness where we have no focus or our internal self is distancing, is waiting. And it says, be content to wait. It's okay. This overwhelming feeling in me is that it's going to work out. And while you wait, keep on removing the resistance. The resistance may be anger. It may be just frustration that you just want some kind of, revenge, but wait. Because this journey is always towards self-healing. How do you like that? Material advantages must not weigh heavily right now, and just stand apart. Just stand apart. And finally, it says, through communication with our inner voice, our inner self, our universal essence, we achieve a state of internal joy that need not be tended to by others. We can become joyful within ourselves, which is interesting. So the last thing that's very positive is journey also carries with it the rune of joy. Because when you cut journey down the middle, you kind of get the rune of joy. And it says the end is in sight. It's just so happy to bring this reading this morning because they've been troublesome, right? They're honest, but they're troublesome. So I've got a couple of more things for you. I've got a quote, and then I have a couple of just sweet evidence stories. I'll tell you the evidence stories first. Was it yesterday? Sunday? Yeah. I went to Gelson's grocery store. I always have these grocery store stories. And I have two clients that who are related that think they're hilarious, that I should start broadcasting from grocery stores because I have so many experiences. But here we go. I don't mind being funny. I like it, actually. So get in my car. I'm going to go for one thing into Gelson's because they have this one thing that I wanted to make dinner. And I'm walking across the little driveway, and there are two women, really little women, and they were not American. It was really clear, but one of them had a box of Haagen-Dazs chocolate bars open, and she was already eating one while she was crossing the road. It's not really a road, it's just, a passway at the grocery store. And so I just said, wow, that looks really good, because it was dark chocolate, and I really like dark chocolate. And this woman says to me, so good. Do you want one? She pushed her box towards me and offered me, a chocolate bar by Haagen-Dazs. I just thought it was the sweetest moment. And she was utterly sincere. And I said, no, I wish I could, but I just went to the doctor and I have to stay away from sugar for a while. And she was okay. And I said, but you are so sweet. And it was just a lovely moment. It's one of my good evidence moments. I love these little moments. They are so sweet. So I get to the curb, and there's a woman sitting outside the grocery store reading a book and maybe having a cup of coffee or something. And she says to me, try the sugar-free, because she heard me talk about my blood sugar. And I said, I'm afraid I wouldn't like it. She goes, oh yeah, I can't even stand the real ones with sugar now. They're too sweet. She goes, I'm telling you, the sugar-free are really good. So I said, thank you for the tip. And she said, good luck. So that was, one of my little small good evidence stories. And I tell you, I love these little stories, these little moments. And sometimes I wonder, does my audience think I'm a little nuts? I don't think so. I think I've just taught myself to appreciate these wonderful little interactions with people that, well, it lit me up. So it's good evidence, And I wanted that ice cream bar, my friends. I still want that ice cream bar because I'm getting used to reducing my sugar. That came from blood tests and the doctor. So you got a new doctor, really neat lady, and I gotta behave. All right, so here's the second one. I told you in my community section that I went to see Taylor Swift's Eras film on Friday night. Had such a good time. Just have all kinds of good things to say about her and that production. And the whole production is amazing. Technically, the lighting, the staging, there's so many sets, there's so many moving parts, and it just goes seamlessly. And having worked in big production, this is a feat to pull off. What her production people, choreographer pulled off, amazing. So really enjoying it. Had seats up at the top, which I liked, kind of in the back, kind of looking down. And there was a woman sitting next to me and two little girls, like maybe 7, 8 at the most. And they were up and dancing and singing for almost the whole movie, which is almost 3 hours long. But they knew the lyrics to every song. It was the cutest thing. I just loved it. I got such a kick out of it. Those little girls gave me even more joy. But now, cut to the next day. I go to the grocery store. Here we go again. And I see a man and his little girl going to the grocery store at the same time. But when I went to leave to get on the elevator, these two got on the elevator, the father and his little girl. And the little girl, again, she's maybe 7, barely 8. So we're just riding in silence. And I said to the little girl, did you see the Eras movie yet with Taylor Swift? And the father said, no, we haven't done that yet. Is it good? And I said, oh, it's really good. You got to take her. She'll love it. And he goes, I guess I'm going to have to take my wife too. And I said, yes, you must take your wife. And so the little girl looks up at me and she sort of does this. I am a Swiftie. Can I tell you how cute that was? I'm telling you, I don't have children, so I don't get to see those cute moments very often. Oh my heavens. And he laughed and I laughed, and it was just a great little moment. So these are just like cute little moments that light me up. The big moments light me up. The little moments light me up. So I'm leaving you with that. And then in terms of the reading today, the weekly reading, I thought of 2 words that are the title of a movie I like very much. The movie was made in 1988. It has Alec Baldwin and Sarah Jessica Parker and some other big actors. I can't remember. The movie is called Things Change. So, wait a minute, that's the wrong movie, Things Change. That movie is with Joe Mantegna and Don Amici, an old-time actor. Sorry about that. I was thinking about State and Maine, which is another movie by the same filmmaker. State and Maine is a very good film with Sarah Jessica Parker and Alec Baldwin. And there are some quotes from that movie too, but Things Change is a movie with Joe Mantegna and that gang. Things change, friends. Things change. It's the constant we can rely on. So this seemed to be like a good week for Things Change. And also, last week, my Patreon dealt with change and the challenges of change and the Stoics' philosophy about change. So then we get the movement runes. Pay attention this week. This is going to be an interesting week, and there's going to be some nice little nuggets and gifts for us. Okay? Progress. I believe it. So I'm going to come back with a My Left Ear political tomorrow. I want to watch the events unfold today. I've already started my outline. So I will see you mañana, Tuesday. Okay, have a good day. Look for the good evidence. Smile, and let's just say one last to Petey. Petey's having his morning nap. Hi, Pete. Yeah, can you say hello? Did you hear him? I'm sorry, I woke you up. Okay. Well, he's had his breakfast and all this kind of stuff, and he's just like, leave me alone. I just want to hang with you, Mom, and take my nap. All right. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. My phone's moving all over the place. Make peace. Make memories. There he is. He woke up.